Good morning. My name is Ray Joyce, and I'd like to talk to you today about Texas Hold'em. Unlike many other card games, Texas Hold'em is indeed a game of strategy and a bit of luck. Once a hustler's game between cowboys, then a quiet but risky game between friends and gentlemen, Texas Hold'em over the past decade has slowly risen into an extremely popular game. On every medium possible, boiler rooms, casinos, and even on the internet, Texas Hold'em has become widespread and very prevalent of most card games, as opposed to blackjack or any other games that people used to play more. What makes this game so popular, and how can you play it? Just recently, since I arrived in Iraq, nothing else to do with my time, I joined up with a group of fellas and we started to play Texas Hold'em. Not unlike Kenny Rogers' song, "Gambler Man," the Gambler. Um, I did I did learn how to play, and I was taught by one of my friends who took me through the ropes of actually reading the facial expressions, reading the cards, and reading the bets. It turned out to be a pretty complicated game, but at the end of the day, it's just fun. I like to talk about the way this game has become so massively popular. For the last decade or so, Texas Hold'em has seen an increase in particular interest and participation because of, in my opinion, the media's influence. Nothing could have been better for it, though. So it goes to show that a good propaganda campaign will take you a long way. Internet poker has helped out a lot as well. Um, it, Tournaments used to go from 600 to 800 people. With the rise of internet and with the rise of internet poker, we've seen those go from that 800 to thousands in these tourneys. So the internet realm of influence has shown a great deal of influence for Texas Hold'em in itself. With the high state of Texas Hold'em's awareness due to media's influence, and especially that of the internet, the rules and the styles of poker have also gotten out there, which have enabled persons to actually play the game with ease. So essentially, you can sit at your home and learn how to play this game. The reason I like it, in my opinion, is just for the chance to sit down at a table. You sit down amongst friends, you sit down amongst people you don't know, and it's exhilarating. It's exhilarating for one because you don't know what's going to happen. Two things are going to happen: either you're going to play or you're going to fold. I can talk to you a little bit about how the game is played. First, players are dealt two cards. That happens before really any of the betting really starts. Once everyone gets their cards, you take a look at them, you see what you have. Either you're going to fold them or you're going to want to play them. If you play them, then you have to bet. Normally it's a big and a small. The small bet is kind of the starter. The big bet is the show, or the big blind is the show. Hey, this is how much it costs to see the next turn of cards, which is the flop. Once all players have either decided that they want to play or fold, um, you you then see the flop, which is the flop is the first three cards to come out. And from there, you take your two cards, you look at them, and you try to ascertain whether or not you have a better hand with that flop or better than the players next to you. If you think you're pretty good, then you want to stay in again. So then you'll either bet or check. A check is just to say, hey, let's just keep playing. No bet, no more money is put on the table. A bet is I want to raise you. Once that's decided, then the next card to come out is the river. The river is the fourth card that's on the table. Then you check that. Either your chances have increased or maybe the player next to you has increased. Then this is when it gets to the strategy part. You can't show what you have. So it's pretty difficult. But at the same time, when you can't show what you have, you also have to try to figure out what the next person has. After that, then comes the turn. The turn card is now all cards are out. Five cards are out there. Then you look at your two cards and you look at the turn cards and you try to figure out, do I have better than what someone else has, like a two of a kind, three of a kind, flush, straight, so on and so forth. That's where the excitement comes in. To me, the most exciting part is when you go all in. All in is saying that I'll bet all of my chips, all of my stack on what I have in my hand. I think I can beat you. Either they're going to check you, raise you, or they're going to fold. That's the exciting part to me. Well, now that we talked about the perception, in my opinion, the excitement of Texas Hold'em, are you looking forward to playing now? In conclusion, with media's influence and the ease of internet play, we can only assume that internet poker, um, Texas Hold'em for particular reasons, for this reason, for my briefing, is only going to increase. Maybe I'll see you on the table one day. That's the end of my brief. If you have any questions for me, that's Texas Hold'em.